Greetings, friends. This is Jan Harper-Whale, and I would like to offer a dedication to the Wihtwara as part of the introduction practiced by our ancestors, the Wihtwara. The Wihtwara were massacred in 686 CE. Their rituals died with them. Christian overthought has subsumed so much. The Wihtwara were not Viking. They were part of the Suevii, many tribes in a confederacy who worshipped Nethos, our Earth Mother. They were an elegant and peaceful people who wore their hair long and twirled up into the distinctive Suevian knot, as evidenced in archaeological finds. I would like to honour the Wihtwara, the ancestors of our sacred isle. And I want to do a reading from the Wihtwara. And it looks at a very, very, very special time in their life, in her story. And it is called Thyrskip Framthet Wicht, People of the Spirit. Mona's full face was shimmering down at me in a cloudless night sky. Her face was clear, and I felt my words to her jostle for supremacy. Bring peace, peace for our people. Let the reign of Elifa be honourable and just. Protect him and my family. All those feelings tumbled around my head until I realised the inner chaos. I was the one that needed peace. Trauma had settled on my soul, sitting there, waiting for release, and no one but myself could let it go. I was alone in the willow copse, whose branches stretched over to hide and protect our ancestor circle. I pushed my palms into the warm earth, feeling the moist soil push up and surround my hands. I needed to bring my soul back, to be with the rhythm of the Earth Mother. Her song I could not hear, yet until that came back to me and travelled with me, I could not be Spakona this night. I needed to prepare for the ancestors, so I needed to be ready. I hit the earth with my full face down, taking a deep breath inward. Love washed over me. Then the rhythm began, a low pulse that became louder and then softer. When it was echoing in waves within me, I slowly got up, eyes closed to keep the inner focus, and felt my way to the circle. Each ancestor stone had a sound, unique and unalterable. As I touched each stone, that sound came, and I held it, humming softly to myself. Then another and another, until I was singing the ancestor song. I went to the centre, where the singing stone stood upright, pointed and close to Mona, placing my hands hard on him, the cool and pitted rough stone patterned on the palm of my hands. I sang with full reverence to his centre, and he answered back with a full echo. My head was clear, my heart at peace, and there I remained until Saga, our Nichtgala, joined me there with Lifa. We sang the ancestor song together, helping each other to remain completely focused.
Oh
The thing had begun. King Wihtland arrived with a leafer at his side. It was a mark of respect that he saw him as his equal. Large torches carried by the people brought a staggering light to the circle, and I fought to keep the focus. Everyone wore the Suevii knot, some braided with prayers to Nethos, Woden, or Thunar, and all came in complete solemnity, for this was our ancestors' home. There were representatives from all the tribes. Wihtland walked to the singing stone and raised his hands to the night sky. We hushed our song to a whisper, never stopping. We walked away from the centre to allow our king of Wihtland to speak. Mona gerashe et sune breganthin et blitzianthet folda or erd. Thunor, we stand an in Arian from thin bletsunga from ren et that urbe westum. Woden elfada, thu a or fel, forenga from duachs heland, scope und kiapman, thin blood kenan, thur thin ifora, und dortor her on Wihtland. We awerian thu that nicht. Answaru, o hatan, et nimnian un theoskip, in frioth un an.
Mona, consort of Suni, bring your power to bless the earth, our land. Thunor, we stand in honour of your blessings, of rain on our crops. Woden, All-Father, you are our beloved ancestor of tested warriors, healers, poets and negotiators. Your blood runs through our sons and daughters here on Wihtland. We honour you this night. Answer our call to name our people in unity and peace.
Gise, 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 came the murmurings through the circle of our Suevii host, standing in reverence within the ancestor stone circle. Each group was holding a torch. The flames flickered in the slight breeze, casting a dance of shadows over the stones. Faces, half illuminated, looked expectantly at their king. Suddenly, a harsh wind blew up from nowhere, and within that rush, a raven swooped down to sit on the apex of the singing stone, directly above the head of Wihtland, who gave the rarest, broadest smile anyone had seen from him in many a moon. His Ferda had arrived. People gasped, and one man fell to his knees, praying to Woden for even rain and sun, to bring a good harvest. It was the ever-present prayer of my kinsmen. The winter was nearing, and the harvest was close.
Who amongst you wishes to speak with your All-Father?
Hesitantly, an aging Gwen shuffled from the shadows. Her frail, wispy hair was tied in a tight Suevian knot, yet still it trailed nearly to her waist and swayed as she hobbled forward. She grasped a staff in her white-knuckled, bony hand. Her hair held one single braided prayer, intertwined with blue and turquoise thread. She was Nethos in mortal form, and she surely had something to say. "My lord," she intoned in a soft lilting voice as she bowed to Wihtland, who in turn bowed in respect to her. Her gaze turned upwards. A shining glaze lay over her eyes. She considered the night. even above the raven who stared at her intently, not moving a feather. A moment of complete stillness radiated around the circle. Elfeder, my deepest love goes to you, child god of beloved Nethos, she who honors us and makes this island home sacred. We are abounding in all the good fates. The weird sims easily here, yet it cannot always be so. Ill fortune awaits us, and knowing this, we unite in strength to heal and make good our weakest link. That weakest link is our ancestors may be forgotten in the changing of our tribe's common name. My grandchildren will know and honor the new name, but on their lips I will teach our real name, Avione. And their children's children will know that Avione is where they come from. Our numbers are small here. Most of the 7 tribes are still over the Germania Sea. What will they make of this? A loud murmuring of Gisse, Gisse swept round the circle.
Accepted. Let this be passed also, that we honor our old tribal names for the generations to come. Let this not be our weakest link, but the strongest, for under these stones lay the ancestors who are the Avone, Ludingians, Angli, Warini, Eudose, Suakons, Neothons. We honor you and will remember you all.
A great cheer arose. Wihtland turned to us, motioning us forward, for it was now the time to sing the ancestor song. We had been quietly humming the tones. We were practiced now. We each intoned the sacred frequency note, long or interrupted, sweeping high and then low, and then we harmonized until the whole circle was thrumming in an earth vibration. This was the ancestor's song given from the stones. With Winjo, Apila, Laguz, Manas, Inguz, Iwaz, Bakana, Tewaz, Algiz, Sewulo, and Zuz, Thuraz, Hagala, Izaz. The people began to join in, until the whole sacred land was sending us back their echo. We went into trance. After a while, the song began to change of itself. We were singing the notes differently, but still all in unison. The power built up, the energy radiant.
Creatures of my